One more thing before I start this video, make sure you guys have joined both the Discord servers in the description below. We have a COD mobile glitching server as well as a Cold War glitching server, both of which are extremely active. Also, if you want to, consider joining the channel as we have many perks to choose from. Alright, what is going on guys? Today I am going to be doing a little bit of a different Call of Duty mobile video. This time I'm going to be doing a gun tier list video. I'm going to be doing my own personal one. This was suggested to me on stream. I believe Fang actually suggested this. This was a pretty good idea, I think. Not gonna waste any time. Love saying we're not gonna waste any time because we always do. But you know the deal. Anyways, we have the S tier, the A tier, the B tier, the C tier, and the D tier. Let's not waste any time, like I just said. Okay, so the first gun that we have here is the AK-117. Personally, I think this gun is pretty good, but I know a lot of people disagree with me on that, and I think that the recoil could definitely be made a little bit better. But for the most part, I think it's a decent weapon, so I'm having a hard time balancing between these two. But we're just gonna boom, I guess. That kind of is a tough one, but I think it could go into the C tier. The AK-47, this weapon in Battle Royale, I've seen so many memes for it, and I know this gun is pretty much the god weapon of BR. I don't know as of the past like week or two if it still is, but I know in the past month, this has been pretty much an A tier weapon. Not quite an S tier weapon in my personal opinion, but it is up there, guys. It is up there. Okay, so we're gonna actually drag one from the bottom here. We have the KN-44. We're gonna just get all these three out of the way. They look pretty much all the same. The KN-44 is one of my favorite guns in this game. I'm gonna get some backlash for this. I'm gonna like doing this. Boom, it's an S tier weapon. Had to throw that in there to start this off. To make you guys really upset about that, because you guys are gonna say this is not an S tier weapon. Guys, if you know how to use this gun, it is better than the AK-47. That is that's gonna get me some hate right there. Okay. Oh, the M2 one, let's just get that out of the way. We can get this out of the way too. Locust. Okay, so for me personally, the Locust and the DLQ, where's the DLQ? Let's put this right here, and then is the DLQ not on here? No way. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so the Arctic 50, not that great of a gun. I think it's actually gonna be going into the B tier. My bad, you guys. It's not the worst, but it is definitely not the best sniper there is. The Locust and the DLQ, they do have a neck and neck run when I think it comes down to who's better. But to be completely honest with you guys, the DLQ is an S tier. Got you guys, the DLQ is the S tier, but the Locust is an A tier as well. I think the Locust has a bit more of a choppy scope in and shoot in. I think the DLQ is the most smooth scope in to shoot animation and feature. I don't really know how to explain it, but feels a tiny bit smoother to me. But again, that's just to me. The ICR we're going to pull up here, this one's a B tier. It's not the best weapon, but I do actually really enjoy using the ICR. I think it's not the worst weapon in the game, and it's a solid gun if you're not, you know, if you like a gun that doesn't have a lot of recoil. This one, I don't know how much hate this will get me, but the HG40 is a C tier weapon. It's a guaranteed C tier weapon. It's not amazing. It's nothing too great. Striker is a B tier because I've used it. It's probably the one shotgun that I've actually used the most. And I actually don't hate it. It's not bad, but again, it's a shotgun. I don't use it too much, and so I don't think it's anything too special. And that's actually going to be the complete opposite opinion for the BY-15. That is my favorite shotgun, and I do have to rank that in A tier. No doubt about that. The BY-15 is kind of like a literal sniper sometimes when it comes to small maps, especially small maps. But if you throw on the right attachments, this is actually literally a sniper on pretty much all the maps. Now the AK-74U, I don't really use this gun too much, but I do know that it is not an awful weapon at all, and I'm gonna have to have trouble bouncing it between these two lists right here. But the AK-47 or the AK-1, but the AK-74U is actually not the worst SMG, and it is definitely Not the best, but it is a top 3 SMG, so I'm gonna have to throw it in the A tier for you guys, just so I don't get too much hate, because I know there are some people out there that absolutely adore that weapon. The M16, I can't really stand that gun because of the fire rate on it. I know it's a burst weapon, but they kind of really messed up with the burst in my opinion for that gun, and they haven't really ever tried to fix it. No one said anything, but they haven't really ever tried to fix it, so it's kind of annoying. The Chicom, it's not a terrible weapon. It's not amazing, but I know might be too high of a ranking for some people, but if you do know how to use the Chicom, it's not bad. But again, it's not amazing. It's pretty much right where it should be. It's average. The HVK-30 used to be an S tier weapon, used to be an extremely broken weapon, right? Then they nerfed it. However, I don't personally think that it should have been in the A tier. It's kind of just like a weapon that is just like all the other ones now. After the nerf, it dropped down severely to me. No one really uses it anymore in public matches, and when they do, I easily sit them down, no cap. But no, seriously though, I don't really see anyone using this gun, period, so it had its days, but it's over. It's over. The SM-10 is another AK-47 KN-44 AK-117 type deal. These guns are all pretty much identical, but I know I'm gonna get some hate for this because this gun is not really my thing, but I don't feel it. The iron sight's weird. The recoil kind of sucks on it, but the AK-117 recoil is just a little bit better in my opinion. BK-57 has a cool sight, and I definitely think the recoil on it's manageable, has a nice magazine, and if you have the right gunsmith build, this gun's super OP, so it's an A tier weapon to me. I don't use it very much, if at all, but I know this weapon does some damage, and definitely try this gun out for sure. Oh, the Zombie Gene PDW. Oh boy. Just because it's Zombie Gene, it goes in the S. No, I'm just kidding. PDW though, I actually did use the Zombie Gene for like 2 or 3 months straight after the game dropped. Like from the time the game dropped until 2 or 3 months after it, I was using this camo and this gun, so it does have a lot of special memories to me. As of for now, it's average at best. There isn't really too many people using it in my opinion in lobbies when I play. It's obviously not awful. It's amazing if you can have the right gunsmith build, as for pretty much all the other weapons, but it's not too OP, you guys. The M4 LMG. Alright, I'm gonna get some hate for this. Strictly for my battle royale experiences, this gun gets S tier, and I'm gonna have to tell you guys, this is my personal list. Obviously this is looking whack right now. This is my list. The M4 LMG has been the most clutch LMG BR for me. That and the chopper's not on this list. The chopper would go on the S tier too, but the M4 LMG has pretty much clutched it out so many times in long range gunfights for me. The amount of bullets that this thing has in its mag is ridiculous. You can stack it up all the way to 1,000 bullets. It's ridiculous. This gun is just super OP for BR. Man of War. This gun used to be broken like last season or something. They nerfed it. Now it's down to an A tier, I think. It's not the worst weapon, but it's definitely one of the best weapons in the game still to use. If you have this, it's a 3 or 4 shot up close, and at range it's pretty much a 4 to 5 shot. It's a very good weapon though. The recoil on it's not awful, and I don't use it too much. I tried it out when it was broken, and it was indeed broken, but the recoil was noticeable but manageable at the same time. The HS0405, going in the D category. Moving on. The HS2126. Now this gun actually is not awful. Like I said, I don't use shotguns too much. We can't throw this here because I know this gun's not awful. I do get sat down with it sometimes, and it's not a bad gun. It really isn't. Especially because this gun actually is one of the full auto shotguns, and it has a decent magazine size. The only thing is the damage is not amazing, but again, it's a full auto shotgun. Go crazy. The S36 is a D tier. I don't really like this weapon at all. I don't really know anyone who does. Same with this gun. I don't really use either of these. I don't know anyone who does use either of these. But if you do, GG's, congrats. But you won't catch me using those. I promise you that. The OK24, I actually used to use this quite a bit. This is a B tier weapon again because I don't really use it too much now. But it was a weapon that I actually used to use and abuse people with in multiplayer. But I just kind of stopped using it. The recoil on it is definitely noticeable, but if you have the right gunsmith build,
as I've been saying, as a broken record pretty much this entire video, this gun actually bangs and it's not bad, but you need to have the right gunsmith build pretty much, or else this gun is pretty much just going to be an average tier weapon. M4, one of my favorite weapons, has been for as long as I've been playing this game. Let me just tell you guys, I'm going to get some hate for making the Man of War in A tier, in the M4 and KN44 in S tier, but I don't regret it at all. I'm sorry you guys, but these guns are just better. In my opinion, these guns are better than the Man of War. And like I said, that's just what I believe. So these are my opinions. This is my list. So don't get offended or upset. Your list is probably gonna look completely different from this. The Type 25. I don't really use this gun too much, if at all. It's a C tier weapon because the recoil on it is definitely noticeable. It's kind of ugly, to be honest, but you can use this gun and get some kills for sure. But you have to definitely get used to it. That's a positive thing. That's a guarantee. The RPD. If you guys have this weapon, or if you guys have ever picked up this weapon as a legendary in BR, you will understand why this is an S tier weapon. If you've never played BR at all or never experienced the legendary RPD, you're missing out. You don't understand why this thing is an S tier weapon, but if you are an experienced BR player, you understand this ranking, and I don't even have to explain this really, to be honest. The MSMC, this one I'm having a tough time ranking because I know this was an OP weapon at one point, then it became average, and I don't know where it's at now. So we don't have enough in the C tier, do we? No, I'm just kidding, but at best this is an average gun. I don't see too many people using it, so actually it will be a C tier weapon. The last gun that we have here is the GKS. Strictly because I have Tactical Unicorn, it goes in the S tier. No, I'm just kidding. This weapon, to be completely honest with you, I have to rank this in A tier though, because I do absolutely love this gun. It's amazing. The Unicorn skin alone would have gotten it in the S tier, but we're ranking it on how I use it and stuff like that. I think this gun is amazing. I still do use it a lot, and I enjoy it thoroughly. This was my ranking for tiers of the guns in COD Mobile. I'm going to leave a link to this tier maker list in the description below. I want to see your guys' links to this in the I want to see what you guys make in the Discord in the description below. So join the Discord and then actually just like take a screenshot or something of your tier list and send it in the images channel. I want to see what you guys make. This will be cool. And yeah, thanks you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Why you focus on being good? I'm focused on being great. My ADD makes it so impossible to wait, and I really want it now. I'm rapping it with the passion. They swimming, we steady laughing. I just need it all to happen. The posse is not a 10, your dream is clear.